Oh, hello, and welcome to the definitive guide on which flowers are the luckiest in Minecraft, as well as how to best utilize the luck therein provided in each flower. Yeah. So I've actually set up a little booth over there in order to effectively rank the flowers. I also set up this little area over here because I was hungry. But then I realized, hey, actually, I don't get hungry because it's in peaceful mode. So this whole farm, completely useless. Okay, but let's get on over. Place, row, boom, and break. Okay, so I have set up various categories. The top one, very lucky, and then it goes all the way down to not lucky at all. We have a lot of flowers here. Some of them you might not consider flowers, but I have included them. This one's even called a flower, but it's not really a flower, is it? But I have included all of these because these are the blocks in Minecraft, I should say, that have flowers. So first and foremost, we'll just start over here because these ones are on my left, and I am a plebeian, and as we know, all plebeians read from left to right. And also, I'm a weirdo that whenever I'm given a choice, I always pick the left option. That is, if you ever meet me in real life and like you're trying to poison me or something, and you're like, oh, here, I have two drinks. I have two drinks here, and one of them is yours, but you get to pick which one. I will always pick the left one. I might, like, even if I saw you poison it, maybe if I saw you poison it, I'd be hesitant, but like I would still pick the left one. I don't know why I'm like this. Anyways, let's start over here with the flowering azalea, and I also have glow item frames as well as canvas signs for each of them. The flowering azalea, as you can probably imagine, is really not lucky at all, and I'll tell you why. The actual, like, the plant itself here. Let me get this. The plant itself is a block, and as you can see, it's mostly not even flowers. The flowers on the azalea, like those little pixels, are actually quite lucky. If it was just these 9 pixels, then it would be in the lucky category. But if it was these 2 pixels, it would be in the very lucky category. Unfortunately, this block is not lucky. Is not lucky as itself. Just because the luck is so concentrated in those little points. It's like the luck is distributed over the entire thing. So there's not actually a lot of luck in there overall, because you also have to take into account like the leaves and the sticks, and as we all know, sticks are not lucky at all. Sticks actually take away luck, but they don't take away luck from you. They only take away luck from things that like are attached to the stick, like my axe here. Like the stone that I put on this stick, the stone is now not very lucky at all. I mean, it's not lucky. It was originally not very lucky, but now it is not lucky at all. The next one is going to be the Spore Blossom. The Spore Blossom is slightly more lucky. Slightly more lucky. It's not very lucky, and you can actually imagine why. It's, especially if you have allergies, it's just not good. And I am someone who has allergies pretty bad, so I should probably, I did take medicine today, but I should probably just put this away before I start sneezing. Cherry saplings. Cherry saplings. Even though it's over here, and even though it's got a lot of stick, right? You can see that like the whole entire tree is flowers, right? And it's like it's got a special wood in there. So cherry blossoms are actually lucky, and these are lucky in a very specific way. If you are someone who likes to build, these are perfect for you. So these are good for builders. These are good for people who like plushies. They are also just amazing for people who like specifically shark plushies, because these you may not know actually, but cherry blossom saplings, they also like shark plushies. They don't spawn by they don't get to see the ocean very well or very often in Minecraft, but they like the idea of shark plushies as well as IKEA. Over here we're gonna go to the dandelion, because gosh darn it, they're just dandy. Where are you? We're actually gonna grab all of these guys. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Because all of these guys are sort of in the same category of lucky. Cornflowers are actually pretty lucky, but here. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all in the same exact tier of lucky. Oop, actually, I messed that up. This goes boom. They're all in the same tier of lucky, but the most lucky one is over here. Oh, actually, wait, what's the oxeye daisy doing there? I meant to put the dandelion there. There we go. These 4 are all in the same tier of lucky, but they all have different uses. And actually, I should have spread them out more, but that's okay. We're just gonna. These two have sort of the same. No, these two have sort of the same use. This one is good here. Actually, we'll do it like this. We'll do it like this. There we go. Boom, boom, and then boom. Because these ones are pretty much the only ones in this tier, I think, right? No, because we also have the tulips, and one of the tulips go in that tier too. So we'll just do this. We'll just do this, right? So boom, 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 right? So this is the tier. These ones, the red ones, the poppies, are good if you like to mine, or if you like the original color of bed in Minecraft. These ones are only lucky sometimes. They're both. These are both sort of similar. These ones protect you spiritually and karma wise, and also dandelions taste delicious. And this one is more lucky. The allium is more lucky than these, but you do have to be careful with the allium because it is slightly racist. So if you, for example, are a bunny, the allium isn't going to like you very much. Also, it's not going to like you very much if you are not a plant. If you are not a plant, or if you are not something that is able to consume wild onions without concern. The oxeye daisy is unfortunately not very lucky at all. And the reason behind that is that it kind of looks like an egg. Like if you like threw an egg, or like you dropped an egg on the ground, you're like, "Oh no, I dropped my egg on the ground." You see, you wouldn't say that was very lucky at all, you know? Oh, this one's also good with builders. Here, actually, we'll separate this. So these ones are good for miners. Minors. These are also good for builders. People who like hedgehogs as well. And this is probably the most important one, or the most relevant one, I think, to a lot of my viewers. These flowers here are going to be your best bet, of course, unless you have a cherry blossom or anything of a higher tier. If you like mayonnaise. If you like mayonnaise on sandwiches, or just as a concept. You don't have to like the flavor of mayonnaise, but like if you like, yeah, I can understand the concept of mayonnaise, then that's also for you. Allium, same as the others. Slightly racist. There we go. Okay. There we go. So that's that tier. Basically all filled out, honestly. There is one good thing for the eggplant though. They are chickens. Give +1 luck for each chicken kept. That's really the only sort of upside about the oxeye daisy, is that the more chickens you have, the luckier the oxeye daisy is. It's never going to get up to the very lucky category, but it is going to get up to kind of lucky and lucky if you have just a lot of chickens, and the number of chickens that you need for it to be lucky is not as much as you'd think, but less than you're thinking right now. After I said not as much as you'd think, or no, it is not as much as you'd think, but more than you're thinking right now. That's what I meant to say. Moving on. Now we're going to go to the torch flower and the wither rose, which the wither rose, surprisingly, and you might not have realized this, but the wither rose is actually lucky. I don't actually have an explanation for it. When you do carry it around, like, you know how I usually carry my lucky flower on me everywhere I go up in this top right space. If you do carry around the wither rose, you will see that you have a lot of luck. However, it will bring misfortune to those around you. So it's a little bit like you're draining the luck from those around you. If you have pets, I don't recommend it, or if you have friends, I don't recommend it. However, if you have a legion of wolves, or if you're like evil, then I would recommend it. I think that it would fit your vibe quite well. It's also got the same as these actually. So I could actually. No, I just realized I can't copy over signs. But it is the same. It is the same. It is also a fan of shark plushies. And then I grabbed the torch flower. Torch flower. Again, unfortunately, it's not lucky at all. It's because of the sniffer. You can only get this through the sniffer, and while the sniffer egg itself is very lucky, if you find one, this one would actually help you find a sniffer egg, or the lucky ones. You'd have to be pretty lucky to find a sniffer egg. So while you need luck to get a sniffer egg and then hatch a sniffer and then find one of these, that sort of uses up all of the luck in that process, and then this is no longer lucky, but it is a cool plant. Here, let me actually, I'm gonna go into the dark a little bit. Ta-da! It is a cool plant because it glows. It glows just a little bit, but it doesn't actually glow unless you have magical eyes. Like if I turn my magical eyes off. Wait, did I just? Okay, there we go. See, it is no longer glowing. And back to the magical eyes. Okay. So unfortunately, I forgot to grab the plant. It is not very lucky. But if you do have magical eyes and you see that it is glowing, when you plant it, it will radiate a field of luck. So not very lucky, held in the inventory, which is how I'm ranking these. But when it's planted, it is in fact lucky, and it's got like a luck field of about 10 blocks. It goes a little bit past that, but it's kind of like torches, how like if you place a torch, it's got like the different light levels. It's luck level 10 is like good luck, and then past that it gets into the not very lucky and not lucky at all sort of ranges of luck. Moving on to, we're gonna do these three tall ones. Peonies, much to a lot of people's are going to be surprised by this, but peonies are actually lucky. This is because they are pink, and pink things are always lucky. You see how it's got like little pink flowers? Peonies are always lucky. Lilac, unfortunately, is not as lucky. You can see there's a slight hue difference between them, and that hue difference is enough to knock down lilac to a tier 3 instead of a tier 2. Rose bushes are not very lucky. That's only because of the thorns. If it wasn't for the thorns and the fact that they're kind of prickly, then they would be here in number 3 with these guys. But unfortunately, because they kind of hurt, it's gonna get a tier 4. Sunflowers. Sunflowers are a good one. Sunflowers are just good to have in your inventory, so long as you don't mind being watched, because this does kind of look like the Eye of Sauron. So if you don't mind the Eye of Sauron, this flower is actually. I might have to move. Might have to remove the signs. The signs were a good idea, but I might have to we may just have to X-nay the signs. Boom. Boom. Sunflowers. Boom. They're kind of lucky. I don't even think that I need an explanation. You know, they look like the Eye of Sauron. They especially look like the Eye of Sauron in a glowing item frame. and also they match the color. So sunflowers, kind of lucky. Not the most lucky, not the least lucky. They're sort of mid-tier luck. Going on, we're going to do the chorus flower next. The chorus flower, you'd think that the chorus flower would go down here in not lucky, but, you know, sometimes Minecraft surprises us, and this time Minecraft has surprised us. It's actually not very lucky. There is a slight bit of luck to that. The luck is mostly in the fruit itself, not necessarily in the flower, because as we know, when you consume a chorus fruit, it like teleports you around, and you need a little bit of luck to do that. So it as itself is not very lucky, because, you know, of course, eating the fruit can mess you up a little bit, but it does get luckier when paired with a tier 2 lucky. And I'm just going to go ahead and move the sign, because I already know that I have another lucky one coming up soon. Oh yeah, this order is wrong. It should actually be this is the luckiest. This one is slightly luckier than a peony. It goes sort of like that. The next ones that we're going to be handling, and we're going to handle them all at the same time, are tulips. All tulips are the same level of luck, no matter what color they are. The color just differentiates what you use them for. So, for example, the pink one is good if you're looking for other flowers, or if you're just collecting, or if you're decorating. The gold one is good if you are building. The red one is good if you are fighting, and the white peony is, I think, pretty self-explanatory. So we're just going to go ahead and grab this pink one here. It should go just above the wither rose, peony, and of course the cherry blossom. Okay. This one should actually no. I think that's a good order actually. Yeah, I think that so far I'm happy with these orders. Okay, now we're getting into like the really like the high tier lucky ones. Lily of the Valley, Azure Bluet. I'm gonna save this one for last. Azure Bluet. This one is actually between these two. Azure Bluet. Boom. Lily of the Valley is actually between those two. Azure Bluet is right here. So boom, boom, no, boom, boom, and then boom, boom. And of course the Azure Bluet belongs there because it's got a little bit of yellow and it's got a little bit of yellow. These ones are kind of bitter though, so I don't recommend eating them. However, oops, my thing is going off the charts. However, they're still lucky. They're still lucky because they've got a lot of little flowers. If it wasn't for the sheer quantity of flowers in there, it would probably not be very lucky. It's sort of similar to the eggplant. You can see the sort of colors are matching, but because there's so many of them and they're so tiny and they're so cute, then that boosts the luck. That boosts the luck by a lot. Yes. Okay. Now we're getting into the pink petals. You already know where this is going. The pink petals actually come in 4 tiers of luck. If you place them down, that's tier 1 luck, tier 2 luck, tier 3 luck, and tier 4 luck. You see? Or, well, technically it goes 5, 4, 3, 2. When held in the inventory, like kept just right up there, they are quite lucky. They're only, I should put them in kind of lucky, but they can get a pass. You know, slightly. Actually, I think that they go right there. Boom, 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 boom. No. I definitely have these backwards. Sorry, it's difficult to remember sometimes. You know, I've been the high authority on Minecraft flowers for quite some time now. You know, I wrote the book on it, so it's a little bit embarrassing that sometimes I have trouble remembering, but you know, sometimes you just got trouble remembering. And now, you know, last but not least, certainly not least, is the blue orchid, which is one of the rarest flowers in Minecraft. Of course, the wither rose is rarer, but the blue orchid is the luckiest for sure. It is because, I mean, just look at it. It imbues luck, and especially if you have a blue orchid on you, it is a great deterrent for the shadow deity who haunts all of our dreams. If you just keep a blue orchid in your inventory, or really anything blue, I don't really understand why, but blue is sort of the antithesis color to the shadow deity. If you have blue on you, it's a lot more difficult for them to see you and to impact your dreams and give you night terrors. Which I used to have night terrors a lot, but that's why I wear a blue sweater now. And that's also why you carry a cornflower. But that's just me. Blue just works good for me. If you don't have that problem with the shadow deity, then any of the others are good as well. Or if you have pink on you, that's perfectly fine. Wither rose will actually attract the shadow deity, but you don't really have to worry about that if you're the kind of person to carry a wither rose. You're probably on the shadow deity's good graces. But blue orchid, this is all around luck. If you have a blue orchid, you'll notice that first, you're not going to have as many night terrors. And also you're going to start to notice that you're a lot chipper, like a lot more chipper than usual. And also that your breath smells nicer. And also these ones, they smell so good. I'm not even gonna lie. They smell so good, and they grow in a swamp. So it's a good thing that they're there in the swamp, smelling good, because swamps in general, they don't smell very good at all. So you need that luck in there. I think it's just because swamps and bayous and bogs and all of that are sort of inherently magical. So yeah, it's an inherently magical place, and the magic just sprouts out of the blue orchid. Yeah. So yeah, this is the tier list. Oh yeah, this one also works whether you plant it or hold it in your inventory. These ones work kind of when they're planted. These ones work when they're planted, except for the wither rose. The wither rose will destroy you if you plant it. Let me just give you an example. Oh, I guess I thought it was gonna hurt me. Maybe it's because I'm in peaceful mode. Anyways, yeah, this is the tier list. This is the definitive tier list, because I'm the expert. However, since I am the expert and I'm an academic, I am more than willing to take criticisms, or if there's any new information, then then please leave it in the comments below, and I will review the information and update the tier list as need be. If you would like to discuss which flowers you prefer to carry around, the Discord is in the description below. That is the Lucky Flower tier list Discord for all those who enjoy flowers. Yeah, that's in the description below, as well as of course everything else. So yeah, thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.